Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another spiritual message. Hope all is well with y'all. Hope everything's going great with your day. If not, I hope the rest of your day get better. But I got a message, so I'm gonna get straight into it. So the title for this video is gonna be Life is gonna knock you down so you can learn how to get back up. Life has to knock you down, rather, so you can learn how to get back up. So, the title of the video is self-explanatory. As we know, life can be hard, life can be very rough, life can be a very challenging thing to handle and to go through and to experience. And we go through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you get knocked down a lot. You're gonna have more down moments than you have ups a lot of times, especially for my people that's into sports. You're gonna have more losses than winning the championships or having winning moments or winning seasons. But when you do have those winning seasons, that's why you're supposed to really cherish those moments and really thrive in it and really not take it for granted, because when those tough times roll around, it's hard to withstand that, it's hard to go through, and it's hard to witness by yourself, especially if you don't have nobody on your side to go through to go through those issues with. But life has to knock you down in order to teach you how to get back up. Because if you don't have, somebody, I believe her YouTube is Victoria or Victasia Parker. I think it's Victoria Parker or Victasia. I believe it's Victoria Parker. But she said something when I was watching one of her videos that was really, really important that a lot of people forget. She was like, a lot of people want to pursue things and put themselves out there, and when they go through something they get upset, and they get upset with the process, and they don't realize you have to go through that tough process in order to be shaped into the person you're trying to become, and also the destination that you're trying to get. Because she also said you're not going to have a testimony without going through tests, so you have to be tested in order to have a testimony. If you don't have any tests or any battles that you've been through, how could you get in front of people and testify? How can you have a testimony to even lead people to help them? So when she said that, it stood out to me, and it really made sense because it's true. And that correlates with the title of the video about you have to get knocked down in order to learn how to get back up. It's why people don't like to baby people. It's why people don't like to, give the silver spoon to certain people and just give them the answers without them having to go through any hardships or any trials and tribulations to learn things. Because if you're just giving somebody answers and you're just giving them answers, and you're just showing them the way all the time, they're not going to learn how to do anything on their own. They're not going to learn from any mistakes that they make, and they're always going to depend on you to be there to pick up the steps or to fix the problem that they run into. So at times we mean well when we're doing that for others and we're trying to be there for them, but we also have to give others the room to grow, because like I said, they have to learn how to fall, and they have to learn. Even for people that take on jiu-jitsu and stuff, like, if you know from class, they teach you how to properly fall. In any type of martial arts, they teach you how to properly fall. So there's a way to properly fall. You can't just fall down any type of way, because you can hit your head. Anything can happen. You can injure yourself, somebody tackle you, take you down. You got to learn how to fall. You got to learn how to put your hand out there properly. You got to learn how to tuck your chin in, so if you fall, you don't hit your head. If you hit the ground and somebody take you down, you got to learn all these things. Same way you got to learn that in a combat sport, you got to learn that in life. You got to learn how to fall. You got to learn how to brace yourself for the fall. You got to learn how to also pick yourself up and roll with the punches. But you're not going to learn how to do that if you don't experience pain, and if you don't experience going through hardships, and if you don't connect with that pain as well, in order to get out of that tough situation, or how to get out of that painful situation, so you can learn how to fend for yourself, so you can learn how to take care of yourself, so you can learn how to defend yourself, so you can learn how to just stand up for yourself overall. So yeah, it's going to seem like life is against you sometimes. Things ain't going your way. Just nothing is going right. But you got to embrace those moments, because those are the moments when you're getting close to the breakthrough. So you got to remember, everything in life is reversed. Nothing is really what it is. So in times of chaos, when it look like your life is going downhill, it's really a blessing, because that means a lot of changes is coming. And sometimes we're not going to make the change on our own, So God, the universe, and ancestors gotta force the change out of us. Sometimes that has to happen through chaos. Things have to now get out of place, get out of order. Some things have to come to an end. We may not like it, we may not understand it, but in the moment, but it will make sense later if we accept everything that's going on and we hold on to see where we're being led to. Because if we don't hold on and we just give up and just stay in the corner and just be like, yo, life is going crazy, I give up, you're never going to see how battle tested you are and see how strong you are to overcome any obstacle that's being thrown on your path. So those are the moments that show you who you are, because a lot of times we don't think we strong enough to handle certain things, and then life happens and chaos happens, and then we get put in a position where our back's against the wall. We got no choice but to thrive in a chaotic situation in order to bring peace, in order to bring order. So those moments show you how strong you are, and those moments show you just the test of your character and the test of your commitment, and also the test of your courage as an individual to take on these matters. Because sometimes you're going to have to take on these matters on your own. You might have help here and there. God is going to be there, but I'm talking about as far as like a human hand, sometimes you're not going to get that. Sometimes you're not going to get the sympathy. Sometimes people are just not going to feel sorry for you in your situation. That's just life, and you got to understand that, and you can't take it personal. This is why those moments are important, so you learn how to fend for yourself. So you learn how to stand up for yourself. You learn how to take care of yourself. Because if you don't learn those things, you're always going to be looking to the right or to the left, looking for any type of help, any person to come save you. And people got their own problems, people got their own things that they got to take care of, and nobody's going to come save you all the time. So, and a lot of times God not going to save you in situations either, because you're going to, like I said, God's going to put you through a lot of tough situations so you can learn how to get out of it yourself, because he's not going to put you through anything that you can't handle. Meaning he's going to put you through situations that, yeah, it's going to seem crazy, but God knows the strength and the test of character, courage, and commitment that you have within yourself that sometimes you think you don't have. And those chaotic situations prove and show just exactly who you are in the core of your soul, and it shows you and it gives you the confidence to be like, damn, I didn't even think I could make it out of that situation. I didn't think I was going to come out mentally strong out of that situation. I didn't think I was going to come out physically strong in that situation. I don't think I was going to come out spiritually strong or emotionally strong. And you proved yourself wrong, and you actually did make it out. And that boosts your confidence to take on anything in life. Not only to take on problems, but also to pursue things in life. Also to not care what's going on outside of your world as far as what people are saying and what people is doing about what you are being led to do on your path by God, the universe, and ancestors. So you'll have a confidence to just move with a ferocity of you don't care what people think. You don't care what whatever everybody's saying. You just care about whatever mission and whatever purpose you're supposed to be doing and whatever you're supposed to be saying that God and the universe is telling you to do. So I also wrote down some other stuff too, because I didn't want to forget this, but I was channeling as I got this title of this video, so I'm going to read it. I wrote it down. I didn't want to forget it, so I was like, you know what, let me try something different, and I'll write it down, and then I'll say it, you know, recite it back to y'all, but it relates to the video. Right, so right when I got the title of the video, which is Life Has to Knock You Down So You Can Learn How to Get Back Up. Also, I got in that channel message, the same things that bring you tears of sadness will be the same things that brings you tears of joy. The same things that bring you tears of sadness will be the same things that bring you tears of joy. When you alchemize that pain and turn it into positivity, turn that anger and bitterness into abundance, turn that doubt into confidence and belief, you're a warrior. These scars are badges of honor. It says you've been through something in life and you made it out. A lot of people don't make it out, baby. So clap it up for yourself. So those are the exact words that I got after I got the title of that video when I was channeling. And those is deep. And you got to remember that in order to help you keep going and keep on taking that small step each and every day towards the goal. Each and every day. Even like I say, at every video, I say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint, or what, or crawl. Because like I said, sometimes you ain't got the energy to run, sometimes you ain't got the energy to sprint, sometimes you ain't got the energy to jog. Only thing you could do is crawl up them stairs or crawl down that road, that lonely road to your destination. And regardless of how you got there, even if you had to crawl, you got there. So you got to remember that too. So that's part of what the other channel words are saying about those same things that brought you tears of sadness will be the same things that will bring you tears of joy later in the future. So the same painful experiences that brought you tears of sadness, that brought you that pain, that brought you that hurt, that brought you that traumatic situations, those traumatic experiences, when you learn how to alchemize that pain into positivity and you learn how to turn that anger and bitterness into abundance, that's when you learn how to turn those tears of sadness into tears of joy. Because the same experience is those same things that fueled you to go towards becoming a better person, working on yourself, learning how to stand up for yourself, learning how to do things for yourself, and learning how to navigate through this thing we call life. Because life is not easy. This is the third dimensional planet, the Matrix, the Earth. This is like one of the hardest planets of learning. Like, it's very hard on Earth, especially the lessons and the karmic things that you have to learn in order to get out of this planet to transcend. It's a lot of hard lessons. It's a lot of just rough experiences for a lot of people. And when you don't know how to learn from those experiences, it can make you go crazy. It can make you give up. It can make you depressed. It can make you anxious. It can just make you want to quit life, and some people commit the other word, suicide. We just got to talk about it, be real. But these are real things because, like I said, we're in the third dimensional planet of Earth. Earth is one of the hardest planets to come to because of the experience of things you have to experience down here and learn. And if you don't learn them things, then you out of alignment, and then you're out of your purpose. And then when you're out of alignment and you're out of your purpose, you're confused. And when you're confused, you're lost. And when you're lost, you're dead, basically, because you don't know where you're going, you don't know who you are, you don't know what to do. You're just dead, just walking around dead. So, and we know many people that's like that, but this is the reason why. So we got to remember those same things that brought you tears of sadness will be the same things that will bring you tears of joy. If you learn how to take those if you learn how to take those traumatic experiences and triumph over it and become that person you're destined to be, which is a strong person of character, commitment, and courage. A lot of things that a lot of us don't realize that we have inside of us, but these are the moments that you have to go through to bring it out of you. So you can have that testimony to tell people. So you can teach them how to overcome and how to come out of the obstacle too, because you've been battle tested. So that's back to the other video I made the other day about you won the battle, now get ready for the war. So the battles and the wars are always constant. And I'm not always talking about a literal war, like we just gonna start having a big war on bombs. I'm talking about the war inside of you. The war inside of you of being honest with yourself, being real with yourself, holding yourself accountable, knowing when you messing up and knowing when you're doing right. And also being honest with yourself as far as giving yourself credit instead of being overly critical. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's for somebody out there. Because we are overly critical of ourselves too much, and we don't give ourselves grace, and we don't give ourselves a lot of credit for the steps that we did take towards our journey, or the steps that we did take towards our destiny. So we got to learn how to do that too, and that's part of that too. So appreciate the journey, appreciate how far you came, and also appreciate all the times that you did fall, because you had to learn how to pick yourself back up, and you had to learn how to properly fall. Because like I said, the same way in combat sports, you have to learn how to, same way in combat sports, you have to properly learn how to fall. In life, you have to properly learn how to fall. So whether you scrape your knee, whether you fell off the bike, it don't matter. You had to learn how to fall, but you also had to learn how to get back up. So you have to experience those tough times, because those tough times help show you just how strong you are and give you the confidence to do anything in life and be the person that God intended you to be. So peace and blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. Keep doing your thing. Like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard. Sometimes you can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint. Only thing you can do is crawl to that destination. But like I say, somehow, some way, we got to make it to that destination some way. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. Keep doing your thing. And like I always say, to the next topic, peace.